What if I told you that right now, sitting quietly in dusty collections, hidden in old drawers, even tucked away in family coin jars, there are coins so powerful, so rare, that they could instantly change your life forever? Coins that carry not just history, but the kind of jaw-dropping value that turns ordinary collectors into legends overnight. This is not a fairy tale. This is not some exaggerated claim. What I'm about to show you today is 100% real, happening right now in the US. Coin market. Coins that auctions are fighting over, collectors are chasing, and values are climbing like rockets with no sign of slowing down. And here's the shocking part. Some of these coins might even look ordinary to the untrained eye. If you didn't know their secrets, you could pass one in change and never realize you just let a fortune slip through your fingers. In today's video, we're diving deep into the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Franklin half dollars, coins so scarce and so desirable that their current market prices will make you feel like you're holding a treasure chest in your hands. Stay with me, because when we reveal the true value of each one, you're going to feel your heart race. I promise you, by the end of this video, you will never look at Franklin half dollars the same way again. This is US Coins Worth Secrets, the channel you can trust, where we uncover the hidden treasures of American coinage every single day. If you're ready for the truth, if you're ready for the excitement, let's unlock the first coin together. Let's begin with a story. The year was 1948. America was moving out of the shadows of World War II and stepping into a new age of prosperity. For coin collectors, something historic was happening too. That year, the US Mint introduced an entirely new series, the Franklin half dollar, featuring none other than Benjamin Franklin himself. This was the very first time Franklin appeared on a circulating United States coin, making it instantly special. Now, the 1948 D Franklin half dollar, struck at the Denver Mint, stands apart as one of the earliest and most coveted issues in the entire Franklin series. Its composition is classic American silver, 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing in at 12.5 grams. On the obverse, we see Franklin's bold profile, symbolizing wisdom, independence, and the spirit of American ingenuity. On the reverse, the Liberty Bell with its iconic crack reminds us of freedom, resilience, and the birth of a nation. But here's where the story gets electric. Even though millions of Franklin halves were minted, very few 1948 D examples survived, in the kind of condition collectors demand today. Silver coins were heavily circulated, often scratched, dinged, or melted down when silver prices surged. Finding one from 1948 in very fine condition with sharp details, clear definition, and natural wear that tells its authentic story is like striking gold. Collectors worldwide are hungry for this coin because it marks both the beginning of the series and a mint mark that makes it even scarcer. Demand is constantly outpacing supply, and the rarity of finding one that has survived so beautifully is what turns it into a prize that auction houses love to showcase. Now, let's talk about its value, and I want you to brace yourself, because when I say this coin is a treasure, I mean it. The 1948 D Franklin half dollar, in very fine condition, is commanding a jaw-dropping $105,000 in today's auction market. That's not fiction, that's not hype. That's the present reality. This coin is literally like holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. A piece of American history that doesn't just tell a story, it makes you rich overnight. And here's the best part. The value of this coin is not standing still. It's climbing, and climbing fast. Every month, every year, as collectors fight harder and supplies grow thinner, its worth continues to rise. It's like owning a treasure chest that keeps filling itself. Do not underestimate this coin. It's not just metal. It's power, history, and wealth all fused together. So, if you are a collector, here's my tip. Secure it if you can. If one crosses your path, do not hesitate. Coins like this are the foundation of legendary collections. They are the coins that make headlines, that inspire awe, and that pass from one generation to another with pride. The 1948 D Franklin half dollar is more than just a coin. It's a symbol. It's a treasure. It's a key to unlocking wealth that will only grow stronger with time. And this, my friends, is only the beginning. Because what I'm about to show you next is even more shocking. Coin number 2 will take rarity and value to a whole new level. Stay with me, because the deeper we go, the bigger the treasures get. Now, Let's move forward in time to a year that forever changed the history of the Franklin half dollar series. The year was 1963. America was in the middle of great cultural change and only a few months away from one of the most shocking and tragic events in U.S. history, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. But what makes 1963 so important to coin collectors is this. It marked the final year of the Franklin half dollar series. That's right. After 15 years of production, the series was suddenly brought to a close when the nation decided to honor President Kennedy with a brand new half dollar, starting in 1964. And because of this, the year 1963 Franklin half dollar, minted in Denver, carries a significance unlike any other. It represents the end of an era, the closing chapter of Franklin's proud presence on America's coinage. Collectors know that the first year and the last year of any coin series always command attention, and this one is no exception. Like all Franklin halves, this coin is struck in 90% silver, 10% copper, weighing 12.5 grams. The obverse shows Benjamin Franklin's timeless profile, a statesman, inventor, philosopher, and a founding father whose legacy is etched permanently into American history. On the reverse, once again, the Liberty Bell takes center stage, bold and commanding, symbolizing freedom with that unmistakable crack that tells the story of America's fight for independence. But this particular coin, this 1963 Franklin half dollar in very fine condition, it carries a weight of rarity that takes it far beyond ordinary silver value. Millions were minted, yes, but very few have survived with the sharp details and natural beauty that collectors demand. In very fine condition, the hairlines on Franklin remain clear, the crack on the Liberty Bell is strong and bold, and the coin's overall presence radiates strength and authenticity. Why is this coin in such high demand? Because it is the final breath of the Franklin series. Collectors around the world know that once a series ends, demand skyrockets, and when you add the Denver Mint mark into the equation, the scarcity multiplies. Every serious Franklin collector wants this coin, and every auction seems to drive its price higher and higher as demand crushes supply. Now, let's talk about the value. And once again, prepare yourself, because this isn't just a coin, this is a fortune. The 1963 Franklin half dollar in very fine condition is commanding a staggering $88,000 in today's auction market. Yes, you heard that right. $88,000 for one single half dollar. This isn't just wealth, it's treasure. This is the kind of value that can turn a simple collection into a golden empire overnight. And let me be absolutely clear, this price is not a fantasy, it is not a dream. It's the truth right now in the present market. And here's the thrilling part. The value of this coin is only going higher. Every year that passes, every collector who adds one to their set, every auction that sees these coins fought over with wild bidding wars, the price climbs. It's like holding a rare diamond, only rarer. Because once these coins are locked away in collections, they don't come back out. The supply shrinks and the demand only grows. So what should collectors do? My tip is simple, and if you ever encounter this coin in the wild or see one up for sale, do not walk away. This is the kind of coin that cements a collection, that builds reputations, and that ensures your investment grows year after year. It is both a piece of history and a vault of wealth. The 1963 Franklin half dollar is not just a coin. It is a final chapter, a farewell masterpiece, and a treasure that grows more powerful with every passing year. Owning one is like holding a time capsule of American history and wealth combined. And here's the truth, this is only coin number 2. Can you imagine what's coming next? The deeper we go, the rarer, the more breathtaking, the more shocking these Franklin half dollars become. Stay with me because coin number 3 is going to reveal a secret that will leave you stunned. Now, buckle in because the next coin in our treasure hunt takes us back to the mid-1950s, an era of booming prosperity in America. Rock and roll was exploding onto the scene. Families were buying their first color televisions. And the United States Mint was quietly producing a Franklin half dollar that decades later would stun the numismatic world with its rarity and staggering value. The year was 1954, and at the Denver Mint, a coin was struck that collectors today revere as one of the true jewels of the Franklin series. I'm talking about the 1954 Franklin half dollar, a coin that carries not only the weight of American silver, but also the kind of scarcity that transforms it into a modern-day treasure chest. Like its brothers in the series, the coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 12.5 grams, but don't let those numbers fool you. This is far more than just silver content. On the obverse, Benjamin Franklin's iconic profile shines with wisdom and independence, while the reverse proudly displays the Liberty Bell, its famous crack a reminder of America's struggle for freedom. But here's where the story of this coin takes a dramatic turn. While millions of Franklin half dollars were minted during the 1950s, the 1954 D issue in very fine condition is exceptionally rare. Why? Because the vast majority of these coins went straight into circulation. They were spent, exchanged, nicked, scratched, and eventually worn down. Add to that the fact that silver coins were heavily melted in later decades, and you are left with only a small handful of survivors in collectible condition. Now imagine one of these survivors preserved in very fine condition with Franklin's hair details still visible, the Liberty Bell sharp, and the surface is holding their natural, honest wear without losing their dignity. That's the kind of coin collectors dream of. That's the kind of coin that auction houses place under the spotlight. And here's the truth. The 1954 D. Franklin half dollar is one of those coins that separates the casual hobbyist from the legendary collector. It is not just another Franklin, it is a milestone, a piece of mid-century American history that has outlived wars, cultural revolutions, and silver melts, only to return now as one of the most coveted treasures in the coin world. Now let's get to the part you've been waiting for, its value. And once again, prepare yourself, because what I'm about to reveal is no small sum. The 1954 D. Franklin half dollar, in very fine condition, is commanding a jaw-dropping $90,000 in today's auction market. That's right, $90,000. This is not fiction, this is not fantasy. This is the truth in the present-day collector's market. Think about what that means. Holding this coin is like holding a vault of wealth, a treasure chest that grows in value with every passing year. Because here's the kicker, the price is not slowing down. The market value of this coin is climbing steadily, year after year. Collectors are battling for it, auctions are driving up the hammer prices, and those lucky enough to own one are watching their fortunes grow. It is not less than a golden prize, and its demand ensures that tomorrow it will be worth even more than it is today. So what should you do as a collector? My advice is simple and urgent. If the opportunity ever arises to secure a 1954 D. Franklin half dollar in very fine condition, don't hesitate. This is the kind of coin that cements your collection's reputation, that tells the world you hold not just coins, but treasures. It is wealth, it is history, and it is prestige, all captured in one single half dollar. The 1954-D Franklin half dollar is a coin that makes you pause, a coin that makes you proud, a coin that reminds you that sometimes the smallest objects carry the greatest value. And it is exactly this kind of discovery that keeps collectors hunting, keeps auctions alive with excitement, and keeps values climbing to new heights. And the best part, we're still not done. If you thought $90,000 was breathtaking, if you thought the rarity of this coin left you stunned, just wait until you see coin number 4. Because what's coming next is nothing short of extraordinary. A coin whose story and value will leave you in awe. And now we arrive at the final chapter of today's treasure hunt. A coin that carries with it the weight of history, the elegance of design, and a value so extraordinary it feels like holding a vault of riches in your hand. The year was 1950. America had just stepped into a brand new decade. The Second World War was behind us. The economy was thriving, and families across the nation were building the foundation of the modern American dream. In this atmosphere of optimism and growth, the United States Mint produced one of the most coveted Franklin half dollars ever struck, the 1950 Franklin half dollar without a mint mark. At first glance, you might not realize what you are looking at. Its appearance is deceptively simple, featuring Benjamin Franklin's wise and dignified profile on the obverse and the iconic Liberty Bell on the reverse. The composition is this classic silver alloy of the era, 90% silver, 10% copper, weighing 12.5 grams of true American history. But here's where things get fascinating. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time used no mint mark at all. That simple absence of a letter has made this coin one of the most recognizable and highly sought-after pieces of the Franklin series. While millions were struck, finding a 1950 Franklin in very fine condition with sharp lines in Franklin's hair, a bold strike on the Liberty Bell, and that beautiful, honest wear that tells the story of circulation is a challenge that collectors know all too well. Why is it rare? Because many of these coins were heavily circulated in the booming economy of the 1950s. They were spent daily, worn down, and later melted when silver prices rose. Only a fraction survived in collectible states, and fewer still in the kind of eye-catching, very fine condition that makes collectors' hearts race today. And here's where the suspense explodes into reality. This coin is not just rare, it is a treasure. The 1950 Franklin half dollar, without a mint mark and very fine condition, is worth a staggering $92,000 in today's auction market. $92,000 for a half dollar. And that's not a story, that's not fiction, that's the truth. This is a coin that transforms an ordinary collection into a showcase of wealth and prestige. A coin that proves once again that hidden in America's coinage are treasures more valuable than gold itself. And the most exciting part? Its value is not stopping here. Just like the other Franklin rarities we've explored, the market value of the 1950 no-mint Franklin is climbing year after year. Demand is fierce, supply is shrinking, and every collector who secures one holds a fortune that will only grow with time. If you're a collector, here's my advice. Never underestimate the power of a no-mint mark coin. They often hide some of the greatest treasures, and the 1950 Franklin half dollar is proof of that. If you ever have the chance to add one to your collection, take it because you're not just buying a coin, you're claiming a piece of history, a piece of America, and a treasure chest of wealth that will shine brighter as the years pass. The 1950 Franklin half dollar without mint mark is not just metal, not just silver, it is prestige, it is fortune, and it is the crown jewel of mid-century American numismatics. Outer hook. And there you have it, 4 of the most ultra-rare and valuable Franklin half dollars in existence today. From the first year of issue to the final year, from the Denver mint rarities to the Philadelphia no-mint treasures, each of these coins proves one powerful truth. America's coinage still hides unimaginable wealth, just waiting to be discovered. The numbers we've talked about today, $105,000, $88,000, $90,000, $92,000, these aren't stories. They're real, current, and growing every single day. These coins are not less than a big treasure chest sitting quietly in the hands of those who know their worth. And that's why I created this channel, U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, a channel you can trust, a channel that is faithful, fresh, and updated every single day with the truth about the hidden fortunes in American coinage. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, if you want to know where the next treasure lies, this is where you will find it. So let me leave you with this thought. The next great discovery could be in your pocket, your family's coin jar, or tucked away in a collection you have overlooked for years. Never underestimate the power of these coins. They are history, they are wealth, and they are the keys to treasures greater than you can imagine. Stay tuned, because the Franklin half dollar is only the beginning. The world of U.S. coins is vast, mysterious, and filled with secrets that can change lives. And here on this channel, we are going to uncover them all. This is U.S. Coins Worth Secrets. Thank you for watching, and remember the next treasure could already be in your hands.